Good communication is a skill that shapes relationships, builds connections, and opens doors to opportunities. Yet many struggle with finding the right words, understanding social cues, or making others feel at ease. The ability to connect with anyone can seem out of reach, but it doesn't have to be. How to Talk to Anyone is a detailed guide that breaks down the elements of successful communication. It highlights practical techniques that help you navigate conversations, create genuine connections, and leave a lasting impression. This book explores proven methods to approach others with confidence, understand and respond to nonverbal cues, make meaningful connections in any setting. With actionable advice and clear examples, it forms the way you interact with others. Whether in personal or professional environments, it equips you with the tools to engage effectively and build stronger relationships. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to talking to anyone. Part 1. You only have 10 seconds to show you're a somebody. A smile can transform the atmosphere of any interaction, but not just any smile will do. A flooding smile is warm, genuine, and deliberate. Instead of flashing a quick grin, let your smile unfold slowly, spreading naturally to your eyes and lighting up your entire face. This shows authenticity and instantly puts others at ease. Eye contact is a silent yet powerful connector. Sticky eyes involve maintaining steady eye contact with the person you're speaking to, demonstrating your focus and interest. Avoid letting your gaze dart around. Instead, keep it steady to show that they have your undivided attention. Building on sticky eyes, epoxy eyes add a touch of intrigue. Hold your gaze slightly longer than usual even after they finish speaking. This subtle, extended connection signals deep interest and sincerity, leaving a lasting impression. Hang by your teeth. Your posture speaks before you do. Imagine an invisible string pulling you upward from your teeth. This mental trick helps you maintain a tall, confident stance without appearing rigid. A poised posture exudes self-assurance, making you look approachable and competent. The big baby pivot. When someone speaks to you, show them they have your full attention. Pivot your entire body to face them, just as a curious baby turns to focus on what captures their interest. This complete engagement communicates respect and genuine curiosity. Hello, old friend. Approach every interaction as though you're reconnecting with an old friend. This mindset instantly warms your demeanor, making you seem approachable, friendly, and interested. Others will naturally feel more comfortable in your presence. Limit the fidget. Fidgeting, tapping your foot, playing with your hands, or shifting constantly can distract from your presence and make you appear uneasy. Keep your movements calm and purposeful to project confidence and maintain the focus of those around you. Hans's horse sense. Observe before you engage. Take a moment to read the room, noticing people's body language, tone, and energy. Just like Hans the clever horse who responded to subtle cues, paying attention allows you to approach others in a way that feels natural and considerate. Watch the scene before you make the scene. Before stepping into a room or joining a conversation, pause to assess the atmosphere. Notice the dynamics, energy levels, and the general mood. By observing first, you can tailor your approach to fit the environment and make a smoother, more confident entrance. Make a mood match. People naturally connect with those who reflect their energy and emotions. Subtly adjust your tone, pace, and mood to align with the person or group you're engaging with. This creates harmony and fosters a sense of understanding and connection. Prosaic with passion. Even the most ordinary details can become captivating when shared with enthusiasm. Infuse your words with energy and excitement, regardless of the topic. Speaking with passion grabs attention and leaves others eager to hear more. I think that's it. A distinctive accessory, a unique pin, scarf, or even a quirky item serves as a conversation starter. A What's-it draws curiosity and invites others to approach you, making it easier to spark new connections effortlessly. Who's that? Remembering names and faces is a small effort that leaves a big impression. Practice techniques for quickly recalling names and use them confidently in conversations. Addressing someone by name makes them feel valued and respected. Part 2. What do I say after I say hi? Once you've broken the ice with your initial greeting, the next challenge is to keep the conversation flowing smoothly. Knowing what to say after you've said hi can determine whether a conversation thrives or stalls. In this section, we'll explore practical techniques to help you navigate those early moments and turn a simple introduction into a meaningful exchange. The swiveling spotlight. After your greeting, the best way to keep the conversation going is to shift the spotlight away from yourself and onto the other person. The swiveling spotlight technique involves asking open ended questions that encourage them to share more about themselves. This keeps the conversation balanced, where both parties contribute and shows that you're genuinely interested in their thoughts and experiences. One of the simplest and most effective ways to keep a conversation flowing is by using parroting, repeating the last few words the other person said. This technique shows you're listening attentively and encourages them to elaborate further. It also signals to them that you're engaged, helping deepen the conversation naturally without needing to come up with new topics every time. Encore. If something the other person says interests you, don't be afraid to ask for more. Saying something like encore or simply expressing curiosity about their story encourages them to go deeper. This reinforces your interest and invites them to share more details, fostering a more connected and enriching conversation. The key is to make them feel comfortable continuing their narrative. Accentuate the positive. People gravitate toward positivity. In any conversation, try to focus on the positive aspects of a situation or topic. Accentuating the positive not only helps create a light and engaging atmosphere, but also makes you seem optimistic and approachable. By highlighting the good, you encourage others to do the same, making the conversation more enjoyable and engaging for both parties. The latest news. Don't leave home without it. Being knowledgeable about current events, trends, or popular topics ensures you always have something to talk about. Whether it's the latest in sports, technology, or entertainment, staying up to date helps you feel confident in any social situation. Having this news in your back pocket allows you to jump into conversations without feeling awkward, offering a reliable conversation starter that fits any context. Have you heard the one about? A light joke or funny story can be an excellent way to break the ice and put others at ease. Humor is a great tool to diffuse tension and make interactions feel more relaxed. When used appropriately, it shows that you don't take yourself too seriously and are open to having fun. Just make sure your humor fits the context and audience so it lands well. A greeting sets the tone for the entire conversation, so make it personal. Instead of just saying, hi, acknowledge something specific about the person or situation. For example, hi, I love your shoes, or I'm so glad we finally get to meet in person. Personalizing your greeting makes the other person feel recognized and valued, and it immediately starts the conversation on a positive, engaging note. If something important needs to be repeated, do so with a smile and confidence. The broken record technique involves restating key points or information in a natural, friendly way, especially when someone doesn't catch it the first time. For example, if someone misses your name, simply repeat it with ease. This technique ensures clarity and keeps the conversation flowing without feeling forced. Never the naked city. Avoid vague descriptions in your conversations. When talking about a place, share specific details that make it come alive. For example, instead of saying, it's a nice city, you could say, it's a city filled with colorful murals, great cafes, and a thriving cultural scene. These details bring the conversation to life and help the other person picture it in their mind, making the discussion more vivid and interesting. When you mention your job, go beyond the title. Describe it in a way that adds context and personality. Rather than saying, I'm a teacher, try saying, I teach high school English and I love helping students develop their writing skills. This gives your job more depth and opens up avenues for a more engaging conversation about what you truly enjoy in your work. Make your introduction more than just stating your name. Share something about yourself or your interests that will make the conversation more memorable. Instead of just saying, I'm Sarah, try, I'm Sarah, I'm passionate about photography and currently working in digital marketing. By offering more than just your name, you make yourself more approachable and provide an easy way for the other person to connect with you. Part 3. How to talk like a VIP. One of the easiest ways to elevate your conversation skills is by paying attention to the words others use. Become a word detective by listening for key terms, phrases, and cues that indicate what's important to the person you're speaking with. By picking up on these words, you can respond in ways that resonate with them, showing that you truly understand what they're saying and that you're paying attention to their interests. The premature we, using we instead of I early on in a conversation, can create a sense of unity and partnership. When you say we instead of I, you subconsciously invite the other person into your circle, making them feel like they're already part of your team or experience. This creates a shared sense of connection, helping to build rapport faster. People love to talk about their past experiences and successes. When talking to someone new, try to create instant history by referring to things you've both experienced or are both passionate about. If you're at the same event, mention a specific moment you both shared or a topic you both know about. This creates an immediate sense of familiarity and common ground, making the conversation feel more like a continuation than a new beginning. Scramble therapy. Sometimes people can get stuck in a rut of conversation. Scramble therapy is about shaking things up and offering fresh perspectives. Introduce new topics or switch gears in a conversation to keep it dynamic. Ask unexpected questions or throw in a different viewpoint to spark new directions. This keeps both of you engaged and prevents conversations from becoming stale. Learn a little jobble. Every industry or profession has its own jargon, and picking up a few key terms from the field of someone you're speaking with can elevate your credibility and make them feel understood. You don't need to become an expert, but learning a few words or phrases related to their field can go a long way in building rapport and establishing common ground. Bearing their hot button. Everyone has a hot button, a subject or passion that excites them. Discovering and engaging with this topic can elevate your conversation and strengthen your connection. Ask thoughtful questions or share experiences related to what gets them excited, and you'll quickly move from small talk to a deeper, more engaging conversation. People naturally enjoy talking about their passions, so bringing this to the forefront will make them feel heard and appreciated. The great scorecard in the sky. Every interaction leaves an impression, and each person you meet has an invisible mental scorecard on how they feel about you. This scorecard is based on how much value, respect, and attention you give them during your interaction. To improve your standing, focus on actively listening, asking thoughtful questions, and being present. By showing a genuine interest in others and making them feel important, you raise your score on their mental scorecard, which builds stronger, lasting connections. Kill the quick me too. Resist the urge to instantly relate your own experience when someone shares theirs. The quick me too can make the conversation shift away from the other person and toward yourself. Instead, stay focused on what they're saying and let them continue. You can always follow up with questions that deepen their story. This shows that you value their experience over simply trying to top it with your own. Communicate when it counts. Not every moment calls for speaking. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Knowing when to stay quiet and when to contribute is an essential skill in effective communication. Wait for moments when your input will add value or bring clarity. When you speak with intention and purpose, your words have more impact and are better received. The exclusive smile. A smile is a great way to build rapport, but an exclusive smile can make someone feel like they are the only one in the room. Rather than offering a general smile to everyone, direct your smile at the person you're talking to. This personalized gesture creates warmth and connection, making them feel seen and valued. Don't touch a cliche with a 10-foot pole. Cliches can kill the energy of a conversation and make it feel shallow. Phrases like, it is what it is, or everything happens for a reason, don't add anything new to the discussion. Instead of relying on tired expressions, try speaking more authentically. Offer unique perspectives and keep your conversation fresh and engaging. By avoiding cliches, you show that you're thinking deeply and staying present in the moment. Communication isn't just about the words you say, but how you say them. Jawsmith's jive refers to the rhythm, pace, and energy in your speech. Speaking with enthusiasm and varying your tone can make your words feel more engaging. Mastering this conversational flow makes your delivery more captivating, and the person you're speaking with is more likely to stay interested and connected throughout the conversation. Part 4: How to be an insider in any crowd. To blend in with any crowd, you need to pay attention to what people wear. Clothing often reflects the group's culture, values, and social norms. Reading their rags means understanding the dress code and adjusting your appearance accordingly. Whether it's a casual event or a formal gathering, matching the crowd's style helps you feel like you belong and makes it easier to connect with others. Clear customs. Every group has its own set of unspoken rules or customs. These are behaviors, phrases, or traditions that are widely accepted and respected. To be an insider, it's crucial to observe and understand these customs. By doing so, you'll know how to act, what topics are appropriate, and how to interact with others in a way that feels natural to the group. Adapting to these nuances makes it easier to build rapport and avoid any social missteps. Bluffing for bargains. In many social settings, especially those involving negotiations or transactions, knowing how to bluff can be a useful skill. Bluffing for bargains doesn't mean being dishonest, but rather using tactics to create a sense of value or scarcity. In conversations, this could mean subtly downplaying your interests or pretending you're not as eager to strike a deal, which may encourage others to offer better terms or engage more. Mastering the art of bluffing can give you an edge in getting what you want. Know the nuances. Every group has subtle communication cues, whether it's the tone of voice, the pace of conversation, or body language. To truly be an insider, you need to pick up on these nuances. These small signals can tell you when someone is interested, disengaged, or uncomfortable. Being attuned to these hidden cues helps you adjust your approach in real time, allowing you to navigate conversations smoothly and connect with others on a deeper level. Part 5: Why We're Just Alike. Echo the emo. One of the quickest ways to build rapport and create a sense of connection is by reflecting the emotions of the person you're speaking with. This technique, called echoing emo, involves subtly mirroring the emotional tone of the other person. If they're excited, match their enthusiasm. If they're serious, adopt a more measured tone. By reflecting their emotions, you show that you understand how they're feeling, which makes them feel more comfortable and connected to you. Wax on, wax off. This technique is about repetition and subtlety, much like the famous wax on, wax off method from martial arts. To master the art of conversation, sometimes you need to focus on small, repetitive actions that build rapport over time. Whether it's asking similar types of questions, repeating key points, or simply reinforcing positive behaviors, these small actions compound and help create lasting connections. Just as in the wax on, wax off method, it's the little repetitive steps that eventually lead to mastery. Be a copy class. People tend to trust those who are similar to them. By subtly mirroring the behaviors, speech patterns, or body language of the people around you, you can foster a sense of familiarity and comfort. This doesn't mean mimicking them in an obvious way, but rather reflecting their mannerisms, tone, and cadence naturally. When you copy class, you show that you are in tune with them, making it easier to form strong connections. The premature infatuation recognition syndrome. Sometimes you may find yourself instantly drawn to someone, thinking they're a perfect match or ideal connection. However, it's important to recognize when this is happening and avoid rushing to conclusions too early. The premature infatuation recognition syndrome happens when you project too much onto someone without truly understanding them. Instead of jumping to conclusions, take the time to genuinely learn about the person and avoid placing them on a pedestal too soon. Slow down, observe, and then let the connection develop organically for a more authentic relationship. Part 6: How to differentiate the power of your praise. Big guns of compliments. Compliments can be powerful, but they need to be used strategically. The big guns of compliments are those that focus on significant achievements, qualities, or actions that stand out. When you give a compliment that's rare or hard to come by, it leaves a lasting impression. For example, instead of just saying, "You're good at your job," say, "Your ability to handle complex situations with such calm and efficiency is remarkable." These big, impactful compliments show that you truly notice and appreciate the person's unique strengths, making them feel valued. While big compliments are impactful, small and frequent acknowledgments can be just as important. Little strokes are the compliments you give in everyday situations, those subtle, almost effortless praises that show your attentiveness. These can be simple, like acknowledging someone's hard work on a project, or praising their creativity in a conversation. These small gestures of praise build rapport and demonstrate consistent appreciation, which helps to solidify positive relationships over time. The killer compliment. A killer compliment is a remark that goes beyond the surface and hits on something personal, meaningful, or unique about the person. It's the compliment that shows you've truly observed and appreciated something distinctive about them. For example, instead of just complimenting someone's appearance, say, "The way you carry yourself with such confidence really lights up the room." A killer compliment can deeply connect you to the person, making them feel understood and admired in a way that feels truly special. Part 7: How to Direct Dial Their Hearts. A smile has an incredible power to connect people, and the say cheese technique harnesses that power. It's not just about showing your teeth, it's about smiling with genuine warmth and energy. A well timed, authentic smile can put others at ease, creating a bond almost instantly. When you smile, you signal approachability and openness, making the other person feel comfortable and welcomed. It's a simple yet effective way to open doors and foster emotional connections. The carrot technique. The carrot technique is about motivating others by offering something enticing or rewarding, just like a carrot dangling in front of a donkey. This doesn't mean bribery, but rather giving people something that appeals to their desires, goals, or needs. Whether it's offering a compliment, sharing an opportunity, or simply showing genuine interest in what excites them. Using this technique makes people feel appreciated and motivated to engage with you. It taps into their intrinsic motivations and encourages a stronger connection. Toss a 10. The toss a 10 technique involves giving compliments or acknowledgments that feel like you're tossing something valuable to someone, making them feel recognized and special. These can be small acts of praise or admiration for something they've done or a trait they possess. By tossing a 10 their way, you make them feel good about themselves and it builds goodwill. This makes them more likely to open up and connect with you on a deeper level. Kill them with your cutie booty smile. A cutie booty smile is an irresistibly charming, playful smile that radiates warmth and friendliness. It's the kind of smile that makes others feel instantly at ease, often creating a sense of affection. Use this smile in your interactions to show that you're not just serious or business minded, but also approachable, fun, and personable. A genuine, playful smile can create an immediate emotional connection, disarming the other person and making them more open to you. Part 8: How to Work a Party Like a Politician. Works a room. You know what they say about big ears. In any social setting, being a good listener is one of the most powerful tools you have. Big ears isn't just about hearing words, it's about actively listening and showing genuine interest in what people are saying. When you listen attentively, you not only make others feel important, but also gather valuable information that can strengthen your relationships. People appreciate someone who truly listens, and it creates a lasting connection that's built on trust and respect. Don't break the connection. Maintaining the flow of conversation is key to keeping a connection strong. Don't let a conversation fizzle out by abruptly changing topics or losing focus. Instead, actively engage, nod, and ask follow up questions to show you're invested in the discussion. If you need to switch subjects, do so naturally, connecting it to something previously discussed. By keeping the momentum going, you ensure that the connection feels continuous, making the other person feel seen and valued. The long arm of charm. In social interactions, the long arm of charm refers to extending warmth and friendliness to everyone you meet, no matter their status or position. Politicians are experts at working a room because they treat everyone like they matter. To truly work a party, you need to spread your attention evenly, making each person feel special. Charm isn't just about being likable, but about making others feel important by showing respect, warmth, and genuine interest, no matter who they are. Airplane talk is a strategy for engaging with strangers in a way that feels natural, easy, and non intimidating. Think of it like the casual conversation you'd have with someone sitting next to you on a plane: light, relaxed, and friendly. This type of talk is perfect for breaking the ice and making people feel at ease. You don't need to dive into deep topics right away. Start with small talk, ask simple questions, and let the conversation flow organically. Airplane talk helps you build rapport and can serve as the foundation for stronger connections later. Part 9: How to break the most treacherous glass ceiling of all. The child in all of us. Everyone has a childlike side, and tapping into that innocence and wonder can break through barriers in conversations. The child in all of us craves attention, validation, and fun. By speaking to this side, whether through playful banter, showing genuine curiosity, or offering lighthearted comments, you create an atmosphere where people feel comfortable and unguarded. People connect more easily when they feel free to express their true selves, and engaging with this inner child creates a bond that's both personal and authentic. Dig the well before you are thirsty. Relationships are built on trust and reciprocity, but you need to invest in them before you expect anything in return. The idea of digging the well before you're thirsty means offering help, kindness, and support to others long before you need something from them. By being generous with your time, assistance, or attention, you create a foundation of goodwill. When the time comes that you need something, the relationship is already solid and people are more likely to lend you a hand. To connect with others deeply, sometimes you need to offer more than just listening. You need to help them articulate their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. This can be done by asking the right questions, offering gentle suggestions, or helping them express something they might be struggling with. By lending a helping tongue, you become someone who adds value to the conversation, guiding the other person to express themselves in a way that feels fulfilling and empowering. Bear the Buried Femme, what's in it for me? Everyone, whether consciously or subconsciously, is always thinking about what's in it for me. Understanding this mindset allows you to tailor your interactions to meet the underlying needs of others. When you show how your ideas, actions, or conversations align with what the other person wants or values, you create mutual benefit. Recognizing and addressing YFM is key to making people feel that their time, attention, or energy is being well spent with you. Let them savor the favor. When you help someone or do something for them, don't just offer a quick, surface level gesture. Let them savor the favor. This means giving them the space to fully appreciate what you've done, whether it's with a meaningful follow up or a personal acknowledgement. People tend to value what they've had time to reflect on and appreciate. By allowing them to fully recognize the favor, you build a deeper connection, making them feel grateful and more likely to remember and reciprocate. Part 11: Little Tricks of Big Winners. Don't wait to talk. Big winners don't hesitate or wait for the perfect moment to speak. They create their own opportunities. If you want to be influential and make an impact, take the initiative to start conversations, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. By proactively engaging others, you set the tone for the interaction and show confidence. Waiting for others to speak first can cause you to miss out on chances to build connections or make your voice heard. Take charge, and you'll find yourself in control of the conversation. Come hither hands. Body language speaks volumes, and your hands are one of the most powerful tools you have for signaling openness and approachability. Come hither hands refers to using inviting gestures that encourage others to approach and engage with you. This can include gently gesturing toward yourself when talking or using your hands to emphasize a point in a welcoming manner. By making your body language open and accessible, you make it easier for people to connect with you and feel comfortable initiating conversation. Bear your negatives. Don't be afraid to show a little vulnerability. People connect with authenticity, and admitting your imperfections can actually make you more relatable. By sharing your flaws or challenges in a light, humble way, you show that you are human and not perfect. This honesty builds trust and shows that you are self aware, making others feel more comfortable being open with you as well. Save the show offs. While it can be tempting to impress others with your achievements, constantly showing off can backfire. Big winners know that modesty and humility go a long way. Instead of bragging about accomplishments, let your actions speak for themselves. Uh, Show confidence through your behavior and skills without feeling the need to announce it. People are more likely to respect you when you don't feel the need to prove your worth. Your genuine actions will speak louder than any boastful words. What a coincidence. The what a coincidence trick involves finding connections or similarities between yourself and others during conversations. By identifying shared experiences, interests, or circumstances, you create an instant bond. This technique shows that you understand and relate to the other person's world. Whether it's a similar background, a mutual acquaintance, or a common interest, pointing out these coincidences establishes common ground and builds rapport quickly. Be the chooser, not the choosee. Being the one who makes decisions, rather than waiting to be chosen, gives you more control over your interactions. Whether in business, social settings, or personal relationships, being the chooser allows you to direct the flow of conversation and opportunities. People gravitate toward those who seem to be in control and have the power to make decisions. By asserting yourself as the chooser, you set the agenda and elevate your influence. Hey, hey, I'm on your side. People are more likely to open up and trust you if they feel you're on their team. By making it clear that you're supportive and aligned with their interests, you build a sense of camaraderie. Use phrases like, I'm on your side to let them know you're there to help, not compete with them. This reassurance fosters trust and creates a sense of partnership, which is crucial for forming strong, positive relationships. Quit your job. Sometimes to achieve greater success or growth, you need to step outside your comfort zone. Quit your job isn't about literally leaving your current position, but about shedding old habits or mindsets that limit your potential. It's about being willing to take risks, embrace change, and explore new opportunities. Whether it's in your career, personal life, or social circle, stepping away from what's safe can open up new paths to success and fulfillment. Part 12: How to talk to anyone, anytime, anywhere. How to sound like you've got a specialty. To make an impression, talk about a subject you're knowledgeable about or passionate about, even if it's just a hobby. People gravitate toward those who can speak with confidence about something. You don't need to be an expert, but showing enthusiasm and insight into a topic makes you stand out. When you sound like you have a specialty, it creates a sense of authority and draws people in, making them more likely to engage with you on a deeper level. How to sound like an insider in any crowd. To blend into any group, learn the language, customs, and culture of the people you're interacting with. This doesn't mean you need to know everything, but picking up on key terms, interests, or shared experiences can help you communicate more effectively. Whether it's using the right jargon or understanding group dynamics, speaking in a way that resonates with the crowd will make you come across as an insider. It helps you connect quickly and feel more natural in any environment. How to keep track of past encounters. One of the best ways to build strong connections is to remember key details from past interactions. Keep track of people's names, interests, conversations, and any personal details they've shared. This can be done by jotting down notes after an encounter or using a digital tool to track interactions. When you bring up these details in future conversations, it shows that you truly value them, which helps build rapport and trust over time. Don't be too quick to me too. While it's tempting to immediately relate to someone's experience by saying, me too, it's important to avoid overshadowing their story. Instead of rushing to share your own experience, give the other person space to express themselves fully. Ask them questions to dig deeper and show genuine interest. Once they've had the chance to speak, you can share your own story, but always remember that making the conversation about them first helps build a stronger connection. The sneaky way to improve your vocabulary. Improving your vocabulary doesn't require formal study. It can be done seamlessly by paying attention to the language used around you. Listen to people you admire, read books or articles, or watch interviews and discussions. Pay attention to how others express themselves and incorporate new words into your own conversations. The key is to use these new words naturally and in context, which will help expand your vocabulary without overwhelming yourself. This subtle method of learning will make you sound more articulate and increase your communication impact. Why don't you tell me more? When engaging in conversation, one of the most effective ways to keep the flow going and encourage others to open up is by asking, why don't you tell me more? This simple phrase invites the other person to elaborate on their thoughts, providing deeper insights into their views, experiences, or interests. By showing genuine curiosity and allowing them to share more, You create a space for richer conversation and strengthen your connection with them. People appreciate when they feel truly heard and understood. How to disagree agreeably. Disagreements are a natural part of communication, but it's important to handle them gracefully. When you disagree, avoid being dismissive or combative. Instead, express your differing opinion with respect and frame your response with phrases like, I see it differently, or that's an interesting perspective, but I think. This approach fosters a positive and constructive conversation rather than a confrontational one. It shows that you value the other person's viewpoint, even if you don't agree, and encourages mutual respect in the exchange. How to get an invite to the next party. To increase your chances of being invited to future events, focus on leaving a lasting positive impression. Be engaging, approachable, and considerate throughout the event. Show genuine interest in others, participate in conversations, and make people feel valued. Uh, Additionally, don't hesitate to express your enjoyment of the event, as hosts are more likely to invite guests back who appreciate their efforts. It's about building rapport and demonstrating that you contribute positively to the group dynamic, making you someone people want to have around. The secret to never looking bored. To avoid appearing bored in social settings, actively engage in the conversation and show interest through your body language. Maintain eye contact, nod in acknowledgement, and use appropriate facial expressions to convey that you're listening. Even if the topic isn't particularly exciting to you, ask questions or give feedback to keep the conversation going. By staying mentally and physically involved, you signal to others that you care about what they're saying, ensuring you never come across as disinterested or detached. Part 13, Advanced Techniques. A quick way to turn a stranger into a friend. The fastest way to turn a stranger into a friend is by showing genuine interest in their life and making them feel important. Ask thoughtful questions about their interests, experiences, or background, and truly listen to their responses. Share something personal about yourself to create a sense of mutual exchange. By focusing on making them feel valued and understood, you build rapport quickly. A smile, a relaxed attitude, and a willingness to be authentic will help you establish a connection that can transition a stranger into a friend in no time. One of the most powerful ways to build rapport and strengthen relationships is by making the conversation about the other person. Instead of dominating the discussion with your own stories or opinions, ask open ended questions and show genuine curiosity about their experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Active listening, nodding, making eye contact, and offering follow up questions helps keep the focus on them. People appreciate when they feel like the center of attention in a positive way, and by making them feel heard and understood, you can build stronger connections.
No problem. My pleasure. When you help someone,
It's essential to use language that reinforces a positive, generous attitude. Instead of saying no problem, which can sound dismissive, opt for phrases like my pleasure or I'm happy to help. These phrases emphasize that helping others is something you genuinely enjoy, creating a warm, positive exchange. It shows that you are not just fulfilling an obligation, but that you are happy to contribute to their well being. This simple shift in language can strengthen relationships and leave a lasting positive impression. The rule of repeating names. One of the most effective ways to make a person feel important and memorable is by using their name during conversation. When you repeat someone's name naturally throughout the discussion, it not only grabs their attention, but also strengthens your connection with them. It shows that you value them and are actively engaging with them as an individual. Just be careful not to overdo it, as repeating names too often can sound forced or insincere. A few well placed mentions of their name will make them feel acknowledged and respected. The subtle art of curiosity. Curiosity is a powerful tool in any conversation. When you show genuine interest in someone else's thoughts, experiences, or ideas, you create a connection that goes beyond surface level pleasantries. The key is to ask thoughtful, open ended questions and listen actively. Avoid asking questions with predetermined answers and instead focus on eliciting deeper responses. When you approach conversations with curiosity, you demonstrate respect for the other person's viewpoint, and this creates a more engaging and meaningful dialogue. Curiosity also makes you appear open minded and approachable, encouraging others to share more with you. How to make people feel important. People want to feel valued, and the best way to make them feel important is through sincere attention and affirmation. One of the easiest ways to do this is by listening actively, giving them your full attention, and showing genuine interest in what they say. Compliment them authentically, focusing on qualities or accomplishments that are meaningful to them. Remembering small details about their life or interests and bringing them up in conversation also reinforces that they are valued. It's about creating a space where they feel heard, respected, and significant. How to impress the boss without sounding fake. Impressing your boss doesn't require pretending to be someone you're not. It's about demonstrating genuine commitment and value. Focus on consistently delivering quality work, taking initiative, and contributing to the company's success. Instead of flattery, offer thoughtful suggestions and solutions that show you understand the bigger picture. Communicate your accomplishments confidently but without arrogance. To truly impress your boss, be dependable, offer your help when needed, and show that you are invested in both your role and the company's goals. Authenticity is key to standing out in a professional setting. How to handle a networking nightmare. Networking can be uncomfortable for many people, but when things go wrong, staying calm and composed is essential. If you find yourself in a networking situation that feels awkward or forced, shift the focus to something more natural. For example, ask a genuine question about the other person's work or interests, which may open up a more meaningful conversation. If a connection isn't going as planned, be polite and find a graceful way to exit the conversation. Remember, it's okay to step away from a situation that isn't yielding value for either party. The key is to remain friendly, professional, and confident, knowing that not every interaction will be a perfect fit. Um, Part 14, Making the Final Impression, the perfect goodbye. Leaving a lasting positive impression is just as important as making a strong entrance. A perfect goodbye should be warm, confident, and leave the other person feeling good about the interaction. It's crucial to express gratitude for the time spent together and to show that you appreciated the conversation. A simple, "It was great talking with you. I hope we can do it again sometime," it leaves things on a positive note. When you leave with a sense of kindness and warmth, you ensure that the person remembers you in a favorable light and looks forward to future interactions. One of the most effective ways to make a memorable impression is by knowing when to end the conversation. Rather than overstaying your welcome, aim to leave just before the conversation starts to fizzle out. By exiting on a high note, you create curiosity and intrigue, leaving the other person wanting more. You don't have to exhaust every topic. Instead, wrap up the discussion while it's still engaging. This leaves a lasting positive impression and makes people more likely to seek out future interactions with you. Mirror and match their style. People tend to feel more comfortable with others who mirror their communication style, body language, and energy. This doesn't mean copying them exactly, but subtly matching their tone, pace, and demeanor. If someone is energetic, respond with enthusiasm. If they are calm and reserved, adjust your own energy to be more relaxed. Mirroring creates a sense of rapport and makes the other person feel understood. It helps in building a connection and can enhance the quality of the interaction, as people naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel at ease. How to seal the deal. Sealing the deal is all about creating a moment of closure that solidifies the connection or agreement. If you're trying to secure a professional opportunity, client, or partnership, make sure you're clear and confident in your final steps. Summarize key points, express your excitement about the next steps, and offer a call to action, such as scheduling a follow up meeting or sending additional information. Always end with appreciation, making the other person feel that their time and consideration are valued. When you seal the deal with confidence and gratitude, you ensure that the outcome is positive for both parties. In conclusion, mastering the art of communication requires a combination of self awareness, genuine interest in others, and the ability to make meaningful connections. Whether you're making a strong first impression or sealing a lasting bond, every interaction is an opportunity to leave a positive impact. By being present, authentic, and thoughtful in your conversations, you can build stronger relationships both personally and professionally. The skills you've learned in this guide will help you navigate any social situation with confidence. ensuring that you leave every conversation feeling connected and understood.
Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me. If you found the video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment.